there.
Daddy! Oh, rough day, dear?
Hi, honey. Well, it wasn't too bad. Come sit. Not until I got to the mall. Man, people are crazy this time of year. But thankfully that's over, and I'm here with you and Sissy and can relax for the evening.
Well, about that.
About what? Your parents are still going on their cruise, right?
Oh, they're still going.
And what?
Grandpa and Grammy Creep, you're coming!
Tell me I didn't just hear that.
Now, Jonathan, Sissy doesn't get to see her parents very often, and I really want her to get to know them better.
But why didn't you clear this with me first?
Well, it was sort of a spur-of-the-moment thing. Your mother called and...
Okay, say no more, yes. I know, Mom. He didn't have a chance.
It won't be that bad. Just a little family get-together.
Is that the term she used? A little family get-together?
Yeah, I think so. Why? Does that make a difference?
Well, yes, because that's mountain code for as many kinfolk as I can pile in a car.
I think you're just exaggerating. But even so, I want Sissy to have the big family experience. You know, as an only child, I always felt I was missing out on something. You really don't know how lucky you were.
There are two kinds of luck, you know. Anyway, when are they expected to arrive?
Well, I'm sure. Oh, there they are already. Okay, let's get cleaned up.
Hello, everyone. Come on in. Welcome. Yes.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Come on, give your mom a hug! Oh my son!
Yeah. Make it, Pearl.
There's my rabbit!
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you're so tall! Look
Jethro, yes.
Oh, you're just as pretty as the last time I saw you! It's been quite a while. Michelle!
Oh, Johnny Boy,
Just so beautiful.
She looks so pretty, she'd make a hound dog smile.
Yes, you're right, you're right.
Where do you want us to set this under, Jethro?
Oh, just anywhere that's out the way.
Oh, now, Uncle Jethro, you're never in the way. But Clifford, just haul it back over there, out of the way.
Ma, you didn't need to bring the rocker. We have comfortable chairs.
Well, I'm sure you do, son. But Uncle Jethro said Attic has been hurting him fierce lately. Why, it's the only chair that he can get comfortable in. You don't mind, do you, Michelle?
Not at all. Just make yourself at home.
See there, Johnny? Michelle don't mind a bit. Now, come on, Uncle Jethro, let's get you settled back in your chair, and then you can finish off that nap you was having in the truck.
Oh, I wasn't sleeping. The sun was just in my eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. The sun's been down for near an hour, Uncle Jethro.
Well, mind your tongue, Clifford. Uncle Jethro was just a mite tired. You know he was up early cutting down those young sprouts.
Well, thank you, Beulah. I was only getting them ready for some of your sassafras tea.
Yes, that's right.
Well, thanks for inviting us, Johnny.
This sure is a pretty place you have here.
Sure is.
Sure is. Just look at this fine tree you have here.
You know, it sure is bad. But, you know, for the life of me, I can't get nary a smell out of it.
Well, it's artificial.
Artificial.
You mean it ain't real?
Well,
You need to come on over here and have a look at this here thing.
well, I'll be. So, well, I reckon it looks all right.
It does.
But it just don't smell like Christmas without the smell of pine in there.
Oh, well, you see, we have candles here to add fragrance to the home.
Really? Oh, my.
And Beulah have a snowfish sure does smell good.
Well,
My.
well, I reckon if you can't get out and get the real thing, you just have to make do.
I guess.
But I sure wish you would have told us you needed a tree. We sure would have been glad to tow one down for you. Ain't that right, Uncle Jethro?
Yeah. Well, I swan if he ain't gone and dropped off again. Now, if he gets too loud, just give him a little poke. He can rattle the window something fierce with his snoring sometimes.
Can, sure.
That's for sure. We had to stuff Colin
cannonballs in our ears coming down here.
Yes.
And that's why we didn't hear that siren when that copper pulled us over.
Copper?
Oh, it weren't nothing. Just when the crate fell off the back of the truck when Uncle Vern went flying past the semi on the highway.
I told Pa not to put the crate on top.
You
Made
did?
the whole thing top heavy.
Well, everything turned out all right. Well, Pearl just held the turkey on her lap the rest of the way.
You brought a turkey?
Well, of course. You didn't think we'd come empty-handed, did ya? The McGreevy's always pay their own way.
That's right. We don't want to be a burden on nobody.
Oh, well, it's not a burden at all. Let me just take the turkey and I'll put it up in the freezer.
Well,
Oh, sweetheart. It ain't killed yet.
Wait, you brought a live turkey?
well, you didn't want the meat to spoil on the way down here, did ya? Well, turkey meat can go bad mighty fast if you don't tend to it properly. Well, you know that, son.
It ain't no bother.
Yeah.
Clifford here brought his hatchet.
That's right.
He'll have that bird killed and plucked and cleaned up in no time
Yes,
flat.
he will.
Mama,
Yep.
they're gonna kill the turkey.
Oh, Jonathan.
Okay. Where's the turkey right now?
Well,
I thought that.
Told you, Bert.
Oh,
Well, don't just stand there. Come give your pa a hug.
Hey,
I know
You've gotten so big.
Oh, my.
You little angel. Michelle, come here.
Wow.
I don't
Oh, Mayo, oh, Mile, oh, Cleveland, Ohio. What a place you got here, Johnny Rip. Where do you want us to shack up?
Now, don't you make no fuss, son. We'll double up wherever you have in mind.
That's right.
Well, we have 2 guest bedrooms upstairs, and there's the apartment over the garage.
Well, I think Olive and I will take the apartment above the garage. Olive, you and I are going to take the apartment above the garage. You hear?
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, we took a little gander through it when we dropped the old Tom off. And
Wait, you left the turkey in the garage with my Lamborghini?
lambs and guineas. What? Did you see any lambs and guineas in the old garage?
No. All I saw was that fancy car you had underneath that tarp in
That's all
there.
I saw.
Now, I hate to tell you, son, but it ain't too practical. You can't go off-roading or mudslinging in that vehicle. It's just too low.
It's not meant for mudslinging. It's an Italian sports car.
Italian, huh? American made not good enough for you anymore, boy.
No, Pa, it's an exotic sports car. It goes over 200 miles per hour.
Oh, so you mean to race it then? Me and Pa go down to the Delaware Speedway every now and then. Maybe we can catch it sometime.
Well, I don't actually race it.
Well, where else will you drive it that fast then, Johnny Riptide?
I don't drive it that fast.
Well, then why did you buy it, son? It just don't make sense to spend money on something you're never going to use.
Looks like one of them there city slickers got the best of it.
Yep, he got took all right.
I did not get took. I mean taken. It's a Lamborghini, one of the best. But anyway, you left the turkey loose in the garage?
Well, no. That's nuttier than a squirrel turd. I tethered it to the handle of your car door. It ain't going nowhere.
You did what?
Can I go pet it?
You don't pet turkeys, Cousin Sissy.
But you can take a gander at it. Hey, you and Pearl go take little sissy here to take a look at the old Tom and the garage with the lambs in it. Now run, there you go.
Pa,
Run
we
up.
have to.
Aren't you, Pa Clifford? Let's go.
Yes, ma'am.
Jonathan.
I'll do something. Come in, kids.
Child.
Now, Michelle. Yes. Now, the last time we was together, well, which was, when was the last time we saw Johnny, Michelle, and Sissy?
I
It's been a
don't
while
recall.
since I've seen my
Must have
grandbaby.
been
She's
Sissy
grown real
just
fast.
peeing
I don't get to see
paw,
her very
just
often. You know what, that's beside the point. Never mind. The last time we was together, well, you gone and forgot to take home the family portrait with ya. Now, don't you fret. Don't fret. I got some good news. I remembered to bring it for ya. Oh, fetch the family portrait for Michelle. Now, Michelle, there's no need to thank me. because that's what ma's are for. Mm-hmm. Yes, here comes. Oh,
I bet you just itching to get this thing up.
there, yes. Oh, look at our family. Do you remember that?
yes.
Oh, what a fine family.
Wow.
Now, here's what I was thinking. This is what I was thinking. We could just put it right up here.
Wow.
Yes, for everyone to see.
Wow.
Yes, when they come in. Oh, what do you think, Olive?
I think that's just so beautiful.
Yes, what a
And
wonderful
perfect there.
Yes, I thought so too.
Done.
Now, Michelle, where would you like us to set up? It don't have to be fussy, not at all. Just tell us where you want to set up.
Well, since Olive and Vern have chosen the apartment over the garage,
All right.
we'll put you and Pa
Yes.
in one of the guest bedrooms
Oh, that's
upstairs.
fine.
We'll put Uncle Jethro in the other one. And now for the children.
Oh, well, they brought their sleeping bags, so any
Yes.
old place will do for them. You
That's
just lead the way, darling.
That's right. You just tell us where you want us to go. We'll just take
Come on.
care of that. It doesn't have to be fancy. No. All right through here. Yes. All right then. That was
Okay, all right. I'll take this because it doesn't look useful.
Yeah, I'll take a nice load for it. Like, oh.
Hello. Oh, hi, Carol. Not bad. Uh-huh. Yes. What? What do you mean she's on her way over here? But it's Christmas Eve and I have a house full of people. All right. I'll let you know how it goes. Oh my goodness, Jonathan!
I'm right here. What's going on?
Oh, that was Carol. She called to warn me that Mrs. Winslow was on her way over here.
Mrs. Winslow?
Margaret Winslow. She's on the membership betting committee for the London Hunting Country Club. Remember, Mom and Dad put her names in for consideration.
Yes, Mrs. Margaret Winslow of the London Hunting Country Club. We've been wanting to become members there for months now. Think of it. Us, members of the country club. I remember eating in the Oxford room. The lobster was to die for. And oh, how exceptional the golf and the swimming pools were.
Oh, yes. And if we make a good impression on Mrs. Winslow, we are sure in. She is the top shareholder and everyone wants her recommendation. Oh, she is so classy, well-spoken, and she's coming here tonight!
She's coming tonight?
Your
My family's here! And she's coming tonight?
Yes! What are we gonna do? There are strict requirements for membership, especially social affiliations. Oh, I don't have time to prepare anything at this late date.
Well, you and Sissy made cookies last night.
For heaven's sakes, Jonathan, we cannot serve Mrs. Winslow cookies and milk. We have dined there with Mom and Dad many times, and they do not serve cookies and milk.
Yes, I remember eating on the raised terrace. The salmon tartare was divine. And oh, remember those little fish cakes?
Oh, that's not helping! Oh, what are we gonna do? Mom and Dad were looking forward to us getting this membership. Oh, and this place is a disaster.
Maybe she'll reschedule.
Oh,
Now, Michelle, we were only eavesdropping just a little bit. Now, Michelle, don't you worry about a thing. Me and Olive can take care of that for you. Now, Olive, what we got left in the cooler? We'll come up with something in no time at all.
Oh my. We got some cheese,
Oh, yes.
pickles, of
Yeah.
course, old biscuits.
Good.
We got some sardines, Beulah.
Oh, just fine.
All
You'll
right.
do just fine.
Bring it
Yes,
in
you
there.
grab hold of that cooler, and we'll head to the kitchen.
All right.
Now, Pearl, you head out to the truck and grab the jug of sassafras tea from under the sheets. Oh, and don't forget the deer jerky from the
Of
clubhouse.
course.
Yes. Now, Sissy, you grab and you put together those cookies that you and your mama made last night. Yes. Now, don't you worry about a thing, Michelle. We'll have a fine spread in no time at all.
Mom, you really don't need to.
Oh, well.
Oh, it ain't no bother, darling. That's what family's for.
That's right. Besides, the men folk are a little peckish
They are?
after the long drive. A little little snack will do us all
That's
good.
right.
Yes. Now come on, Twas.
Let's go.
All right, let's just put all that together.
I'll do something. Ma!
Oh no! There she is already!
What do you want me to do?
Help me pick her! No! Go stop your mother!
Okay.
Oh, never mind. Just get the door. Oh, no! No! What is this?
Welcome, Mrs. Winslow. Welcome to our home. I'm afraid you caught us at a bad time. My family just has arrived and things are a little chaotic at the moment.
Perfect. That's exactly why I plan these little impromptu visits. I want to see everyone in their natural environment. Your butler helping your family get settled, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, here he is now. Better late than never, I suppose. Oh! Well, I won't hold this one little incident against you, Jonathan, being as your family has just arrived. As you know, I am on the vetting committee of the London Hunt and Country Club, a private first-class facility set on 350 breathtaking acres. We're the most successful and well-refined of the highest status of society meet. We take the vetting of our members very seriously, as all our members are of the highest class. I myself am meeting with the board of directors in 1 hour to be nominated as their president. This is quite an honor. Oh, Michelle, how are your parents?
Oh, they're fine. Thank you for asking.
As for your family, Jonathan, I'm very excited to meet them. It's always good to know the background of our future members. I mean, good breeding always shows, don't you think? Oh.
This is my Uncle Jethro. He's a little tired from the trip down.
Trip down? They're from New York then. I didn't know that. How lovely. We will have much to talk about.
Well, this is going to be a nice spread. Oh my goodness, look what we got. Just put everything right here. That's it. Put it all down. Yes. Now, Johnny, you might want to wake up Uncle Jethro. He'd sure hate to miss this spread. Why? Olive made one of his favorites, frog eyes.
Frog eyes? What is going on here?
Oh, don't worry, darling. They ain't real frog eyes. My husband Vern just calls them that because they're looking like them.
Yeah.
I can give you that there recipe.
Tell us.
You need
Yes,
it?
yes.
All right. So first you do big old slice of bologna.
Yes.
Then you slather on the cheese whiz, nice and thick like that. And then you snack on the pickle. You roll it up like a big old cigar. Slice it up and voila, frog eyes.
Yeah. Would you like
Did
to
somebody
try
say
one?
frog eyes?
I don't think so about right. Now, Johnny and Michelle have a very special guest here. We're going to allow her to go first.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Mrs. Winslow. These are my parents, Hope and Beulah McReevy.
Yeah, it's always fine to meet you. Oh, you're fine. Yes, fine looking. Yes.
And I'm a hugger. Nice to meet you.
That's my husband. Oh, yes.
My Uncle Vern and Aunt Olive.
Here you go, Vern.
Yeah.
The pleasure is all mine, miss. The pleasure is all mine.
I'm so sorry. It's so nice to meet you.
Fine.
Their daughter, Pearl.
Oh, she's a pretty one.
And that's my Uncle Jethro.
Uncle Jethro, come on, get up with your company.
Everyone, this is Mrs. Margaret Winslow.
Howdy.
Mrs. Winslow, that is a fine looking
Oh,
farm
sure.
right there. My pa was just helping me skin a muskrat that we caught.
A muskrat?
Yes, and I've been thinking that I'm going to use that little fella as a hat to wear when I'm on food. You mind if I try that?
Oh, I've got a good idea for that there, Pearl. You should use that as a catch for your Jake.
Oh my
Beautiful, that's a wet
goodness. Yes, it is. Right, lady.
This is your family? They're not from New York.
New York. Oh, Miss Winslow. Whatever gave you that idea?
No.
Well, we're from downtown Elsie Craig. Right off the Craigslist.
Yes.
Well, yeah, Mr. Best. Sure proud to meet you, Miss Winslow. It's nice to meet a fine, handsome woman like yourself. Mr. Winslow is a lucky, lucky man.
I'm a widow.
That's a question.
Oh.
Well, how about you come with me? Just come sit over here, Miss Bill. You don't mind if I call you Maggie, do you? So tell me a bit about yourself, Maggie.
Oh, my.
Well, don't be shy. Any friend of Michelle's parents is a friend of ours. We's family. Besides, you'll like Johnny. Why, he's as brave as all get out. And he's a good shooter, too.
Yes.
Let me tell you about the time when we went coon hunting. Well, one summer we was out coon hunting. And we was coon hunting.
Well, now don't you mind old Jethro. He nods off like that.
Yes. Now don't take it none personally. He's got narcolepsy.
Narcolepsy.
Yes.
Oh.
Poor Uncle Jethro. He mid-sentence, and before you know it, out like a light.
It all started when he rode old Jasper down to the old country corner store.
That's right.
That's right.
Jasper, you mean a jaguar?
A jaguar. Do you mean like a four-legged black cat? Well, I haven't seen any of those around here there, Miss Winslow. But I mean, if anybody were to ride a four-legged black cat downtown Elsie Craig,
Well,
would it not be Uncle Jasper? It would indeed. My goodness.
Well, Jasper was his mule, Miss Winslow.
That's right. Thank you for clarifying. Hope
Carry
now,
on, Bert. Yeah.
as I was saying,
tell
he was
us.
riding old Jasper downtown Elsie Craig, and a possum jumped out in front of him.
Yes.
Oh, Uncle Jethro grabbed his shotgun to shoot said possum.
That's right.
Like
What
he
happened,
would.
Bert?
And Jasper got spooked
Yep.
and bucked him off.
That's right. And old Jethro, he landed on his head, and the doctor says that's what's caused the narcolepsy. But thank the Lord, it only happens when he's sitting down.
Like this. Yes.
Could you imagine the chaos? It would be like the Book of Revelation lived out.
That's how it
Now, Miss
happened.
Winslow, come on over here and help yourself to some of these treats.
we got the bills.
I bet you never tasted anything like it before.
That's for sure.
Oh, there you
Uncle
go.
Jasper.
So after my time, the hounds caught their sin. And they go chasing off howling. Well, there goes Johnny howling like the best of them.
Yeah, he does.
Well, Johnny, go show him how you howl.
No. Maggie does not, Mrs. Winslow does not want to hear me howl.
A grown man should howl.
Well, come on, Miss Winslow. Come on now.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Come on, y'all. Sit right beside me. This is the best part. My third best skill.
You just help yourself to the chair, and you just make yourself a plate here, along with some of Olive's frog eyes. Well, we've got some of the best jerky that you've ever tasted. Why, it's Hoke's own special seasoning. Folks back home, they just swear by
Now,
it.
don't be shy, Miss Winslow. You just gotta tear off a chunk. It's just like chewing tobacco. You can try some of mine. Oh, taste it.
I'm not hungry.
Just like that. Now, come on now. Don't be shy. Come on.
You ain't even tried you a sardine surprise yet.
Oh, well, it's really gonna be a surprise this time. But I had to do a little improvising. Now, generally, I float them there critters in some vinegar to cut the oil. Oh, but would you believe? Michelle didn't have a nair drop in the whole house. I had to use some of that fancy wine of hers. Oh. It ain't vinegar, but it'll have to do again.
You put sardines in my Chardonnay?
Chardonnay.
Well, don't go fretting now, Michelle. Don't fret. After we fish them there sardines out, why, you can just reuse the wine later on.
They're more Pacific feed.
Uses his strainer to fish picture now.
Just
It's like seeing a
Oh,
picture.
yeah. Here's a cookie. Mommy made me made last night.
Yeah,
They're
that's
chocolate chip.
it's Mama and I.
Sure was, yeah.
Now, what you gotta try now is some of my sassafras tea.
Oh.
And you'll just wash her off. It's my own special blend. Now, come on, everyone, help yourself.
Yeah.
Come on.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Come on.
All right,
Give me
don't tell me
a
shy
couple
now.
of these. There you go. That's it, Pearl. All right, that's just lovely. Just lovely. Okay.
What is this jelly, Beulah?
Well, I ain't for sure. I got it from Michelle's pantry. We need a little something for those biscuits of olives. Well, you men folk done and ate up all the apple butter at the rest shop.
Well, it's got a peculiar taste to it.
Well, that's caviar.
What kind of a fruit is that?
Well, it's not a fruit. It's a type of fish.
Fish. Well, I've had catfish on a biscuit before, but danged if I ever heard of a fish jelly.
Well, I have. We studied about it back home in science class. Those little critters float around in the ocean and sting people.
My. I hope there ain't no stingers in that there jelly.
Michelle, you did strain it good, didn't you? It wouldn't do to go chomping down in no stinger.
Okay, there are no stingers in the jelly.
Oh, I hope not.
It's not even jelly. It's caviar. It's fish eggs.
What? Son, what has gotten into you? Back home we use that stuff for fish bait.
Look,
Look, you done did.
Look at that.
Oh,
now.
Miss Winslow, you come along with me. I got just the same type thing there right there. Oh, my.
Yeah, mind the step there was a little rickety, and when I almost tripped there when I was going through. You should get
Sounds like he was too late, Aunt Beulah.
You really should get that fixed.
Well, this fish bait ain't too bad. It actually gives us some flavor to all those dry biscuits. Speaking of dry, did I ever tell you about the time Aunt Edna made cornbread and it turned out as black as my boot?
Tell me, bro. Tell me.
Well, one day Aunt Edna had an old fit. Who got caught in the pantry. So she came up with the idea.
Oh, there he goes again.
We'll see the rest later.
After they eat,
You'll
I
hear
guess.
all later. No, it's just fine.
I am so sorry there, Miss Winslow. I do not know what happened. I ain't never seen lemon juice do that before.
As I was telling you, this blouse is made out of mulberry silk from China.
Okay.
It's the highest quality of silk in the world. It's a very delicate material. And my shoe. Look at my heel. It's right off.
I think it's in the hole.
Miss Winslow, I am terribly sorry. We will be sure to replace it.
It's one of a kind. How can it be replaced?
Why don't you come on and have a sat down? You look like you could take a load off. Well,
Come on, sit right here.
Oh, there you go.
This is a busy establishment they have here. Lots of people coming over.
Jonathan, what's wrong?
Oh, there's nothing to be concerned about. We just had a call about a prowler in the area, and we're just checking things out.
A prowler? What kind of prowler?
Well, we haven't been able to confirm any of the rumors as of yet. Has anyone seen anybody suspicious possibly carrying an axe?
What? There's an axe killer running around the neighborhood?
Now, folks, I need everybody to stay calm. We have everything under control. You just might want to stay inside for a little while.
Wait.
Clifford! Where's Clifford? I can't walk between your
Who's Clifford?
He's my cousin, officer. I'm sure he's around here, Aunt Olive.
Oh, no, Ma, he ain't. He's out hunting Murphy.
I told you to keep him away from that stray dog.
Okay, whoa. Who's Murphy?
Oh, it's what Sissy named the old Tom. She turned him loose.
What?
That was my
my dinner.
Sissy, is that true?
They were gonna kill him, Mama.
Wait. What is going on here?
Okay, this is just a big misunderstanding, officer. My family has come down for Christmas, and they brought a turkey. However, they neglected to kill the turkey before they brought it.
Well, now, son, everyone knows a turkey's best fresh killed. We just hadn't gotten around to doing it yet. Besides, he was doing just fine out in the garage with the lambs and the guineas.
Wait a minute, lambs and guineas.
Mm-hmm.
Are you aware that we have zoning laws that prohibit livestock inside the city limits?
Officer, this is just a big misunderstanding.
Oh, get wrong.
So she came up with the idea to track down food.
No, Uncle Jethro! My liver's out there with an ex-murderer or something.
Oh, wait.
Don't mind her.
That darn narcolepsy. What I miss out on now?
Found the suspect, Sarge. He was vandalizing the property a couple streets down. Found a concealed weapon on him. Says he belongs here.
I do. And as for that there so-called weapon, it's just a little old hatchet. I put it on to deal with the old Tom. And ain't nothing concealed about it at all. Strapped around my belt right out in the open.
Well, then there is no problem.
Officer Jones, you might want to make a call to the CSPCA.
Well, who's the ABCDA?
That's the CSPCA, the Canadian Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals.
Well, you've been mistreating a critter of some kind, John? We learned you better than that.
They're talking about the turkey, Pa.
Oh, for pity's sake, that Tom ain't been mistreated none.
No.
Been fed up good and proper, I do declare.
Rain around.
Yeah, I tasted there, Bert.
Now, if you're referring to the time that it fell off the back of the truck, well, I can assure you, sir, it just addled him some.
Yep.
They didn't bruise that meat none. It's still going to be good eating.
Oh, shucks, that didn't hurt that bird none.
None.
Not that I ever tell you about
Not
the...
now, Uncle Jethro.
Oh, okay, hold on a second. Are you saying the bird fell off the back of a truck?
All right, we've already been through that with the other copper. I mean, how many tickets does a body have to get for one simple mistake of dumping a turkey off the back of a truck?
That's right.
Accidentally.
Okay, we'll just leave that for now. Let's get back to vandalism. Officer Jones?
Caught this young man dragging this shrub from out beyond the houses.
Clifford?
Well, I spotted this little old tree. I know it ain't much, but it's the best I can find.
But why?
Well, I figure Sissy deserves a real tree. One that she don't have to tote around a candle this morning to make it feel like Christmas. Sweet boy.
Is the homeowner pressing charges?
Well, no one was home at the time, but since the vandalism took place in a gated community, it's safe to assume that charges will be made.
A gated community. Is that where you city folks lock up your critters?
Oh, no, Pa. It's not for animals. This is a community the owners try to keep secluded.
Let me explain it to you, Hope. The rich people do not liken to us regular folk. That's what it is.
Well, that ain't neighborly at all.
Well, now, don't go pitching a fit, Ma. We do the same thing back home, only we use no trespassing signs.
Excuse me, but which community are we talking about here?
Colonial Heights.
Colonial Heights?
Yes, ma'am. 1389 Colonial Heights to be exact.
Wait a minute, that's my home! That's my tree!
Clifford! Well, she had to pass those little ponds up back her garage. Didn't figure everyone would even miss it.
I know you meant well, son, but you best be going to ask somebody before you go hacking down their tree.
That's
I
it.
mean, people aren't as obliging as they are back home in Elsie Craig.
That's right.
Yes, we understand. We'll be right there. That was animal control. Seems that there's a problem down at the dog park. They need backup. Some large gangly bird of some kind is chasing a Great Dane around the pond.
Wait a second, I bet that's Murphy!
Yeah.
You think?
Yep, that'll be
What
it.
on earth is a
Yeah.
dog park? It's a place where you take your pets to run and get some exercise.
Now, don't that beat all. First, you got a special police to protect them, and now you got a special park for them to play in?
Oh, my.
You guys sure put a lot of store in your critters.
It beats all I have ever seen.
That's right.
Be that as it may, we do have certain laws concerning animals. We'd best be getting down to the dog park. We'll come back and finish this up later. In the meantime, to decide whether or not you're pressing charges. Officer Jones?
You boys best take Clifford with you. That Tom can be a mite feisty.
True.
May I have my hatchetback, please?
Oh, you won't be needing that, Clifford. We'll probably be donating Murphy to a petting zoo or something.
Well, I don't think that's a good idea, Johnny. Now, I know you think we got that bird because it's fat and juicy, but that bird's a mighty handful.
But I thought it sat on Pearl's lap on the way down.
Well, he did. That was after we poured some of Beulah's sassafras tea down its gullet. Slept like a baby after that.
Okay, I'm afraid to ask this, but how did you get sassafras tea down its gullet?
Well, it did take First, Clifford had to get the old Tom at a headlock so he didn't flog us to death. And after some time of struggle, I grabbed its gullet and fully extended its neck.
You best watch what you say in front of them police. They might not take a shine to what we done to that bird.
I reckon you're right. Let's just put it this way. Once that old Tom got a little bit of the sassafras tea, he was no longer a problem.
But sassafras tea shouldn't have that kind of effect.
Well, it's your mama's brew.
There you go.
Need I say more?
That's it.
Wait a minute. Are you saying we're dealing with a drunk turkey?
Well, I mean, he stopped his stumbling around, but...
He might be a bit hungover.
That's true.
And if that's the case, you had best be cautious. Like kind of his one ornery bird.
You're
Like
right.
I said before, you'd be best to take Clifford with you.
That's it.
He knows what to do.
He does. Yes, he does.
So, does that mean I can have my hatchetback?
No, Clifford. Just catch him. We don't want to be upsetting Sissy on Christmas.
No.
Aw, shucks.
All right, well, now we have a new problem, Faye.
What's that? Tell us, Vern.
Well, I had a hankering, and now I am hangry for some turkey.
Oh.
Now our turkey's going to some petting zoo.
Uncle Vern, I will take care of dinner. Let me just run up to the market and I'll pick up a butterball.
A ball of butter? What in the world?
You know what, Michelle? That sounds very fine, just fine. Now you go ahead to the store and get the butter, and Olive and I will tag along, look at the turkey and all them there fixing. After all, we know what our men folk like, and they can be mighty picky sometimes.
Yes.
Picky. Oh, picky. We don't cotton to no fish bait, that's all.
Oh, yeah.
Mrs. Winslow, I'm so sorry for tonight. I know things are a little crazy, and we'll of course pay for any damages to your property.
Oh, now, Johnny, if there be any damages to be paid for, me and Uncle Vern will take care of it. After all, Clifford's our responsibility.
Oh, look.
Hush up now, Vern. All you gotta do is go on back home and dig up a tree. You pull it on up, you bring it on down here, you put her in the ground. No problem.
That won't be necessary. We'll just pick one up from the nursery.
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 This is getting weirder.
What them young'uns have to do with it?
It's not that kind of nursery, Uncle Jethro. This is a tree nursery, a place to grow plants and trees to sell. You know, to plant in your yard or to buy at Christmas time.
Wow.
You telling me you have to buy your Christmas tree at a store?
I've never heard of such a thing. No wonder you use fake ones.
Yeah.
Come on, let's get a snack on the Jethro.
Yes, there's probably some over here that Hope hasn't ate it all.
There you go.
Yeah, help yourself. That's it. Come on, Uncle Jethro.
I think it's time for meal to eat.
Oh, Mrs. Winslow, I'm so sorry. I know things have gotten out of hand.
I have had quite enough for one night.
Well, let's just get this back to Miss Winslow's house. Miss Winslow! I tripped, Miss Winslow! Are you...
Vern, look what you done did. Don't you worry, Miss Winslow. I'll take care of this here tree.
Oh, Miss Winslow! I'm sorry, I tripped. Can I help you? You got an acorn in your hair, Miss Winslow. An acorn in... Pearl, didn't you learn that hairdressing in the whole high school? Help her out, cut it off!
Oh, no, you don't. Don't you come near me none. Oh my. What is happening to me? First my Italian shoes, my silk blouse, my perfectly styled hair, and now I'm not even using proper grammar? Leave me with your family and I end up a disaster.
We're so
questions of your show. And don't you think you'll be getting a membership from the London Hunt and Country Club, or anywhere else for that matter? I'm ruined. I won't receive the nomination for the presidency now. Not looking like this. I look
Like 10 miles of bad road.
Like you've been chewed up and then spit out.
Like you're worn slap out.
like a failure. Some Christmas this has turned out to be. Being president was going to be my perfect gift this year.
Oh, Miss Winslow, well, you're not a failure. Why, you're the same woman who strutted in here today. You've just had your feathers ruffled is all.
I'm so sorry, Mrs. Winslow. My family means well, but they just do things a little different.
Yes, we just do things a bit different back home. That's all. And this is what you might call a culture clash. But underneath all our outside fixings, well, we're all the same on the inside. I reckon that's what's most important.
I think we get too caught up on what's on the outside. I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with the fancy hairdo and them fancy clothes you got there and them shiny shoes. No, nothing at all. Don't you be getting me wrong. That holds just fine.
Even our king can relate to that. I mean, he left the splendor of heaven to come to earth as a baby.
That's right.
He was no stranger to the finer things in life, but he was none too proudful to be born in a barn either. I mean, he came for everyone. And the Christmas story is full of all sorts of folks in it, from the low-life shepherds to the magi of the upper class. Now, if there was ever a culture clash, why, that'd be one of them.
Yeah, that's right.
But they each came to worship the king in their own way. It just goes to show that he's none concerned with our outside, but it's how we make room for him in our hearts. Well, that's what truly matters.
That's right.
We're getting all fussed up about the perfect gift this time of year that we all seem to forget what Christmas is really all about.
That's right.
But Jesus is the best gift of all. Isn't he, Grandma?
Yes, he is, Sissy, he is. Sure is.
On that first Christmas, the angel said that Jesus will bring joy and peace to the world. A Savior was born. A Savior for the whole world. He was gift all wrapped up laying in the manger.
My husband Henry used to always say, if you have Christmas wrapped up in your heart, it doesn't matter what gift is under the tree.
Oh, well, your Mr. Winslow, he sounds like he was real wise.
Yes, he was.
Real
See,
wise.
Miss Winslow, your Christmas isn't ruined when you have the gift of Jesus in your heart, even when you get messed up with it.
Yes.
I made this card for my grandma, but I think it's for you. I'll make you another one.
Oh, that's just fine, Sissy.
Jesus is God's gift to the world, and my gift is seeing you. I'm glad you're here. Oh my.
Yes.
Merry Christmas, Miss Winslow. I think you look beautiful, and you should still go to be the president.
Oh, thanks.
Yes, you should.
I realize I've been missing the whole point of Christmas for a long time now. I guess I needed my feathers ruffled, as y'all would say.
She's one of the family.
Anyway, to be reminded what Christmas is really all about.
Yeah, I think we've all missed the point of Christmas this year. Thanks for reminding us, honey.
I think we've all had the wrong point of Christmas this year. We've been fussing about the fake tree and the turkey, and I think it don't matter at all if the tree's real or the turkey store-bought.
Yep.
I think what really matters is that we're all together and we remember what Christmas is really all about, like that there card says.
My granddaughter, she is smart as a whip, isn't she?
She sure is.
Well, I think I've overstayed my welcome. I better call the board of directors and tell them I will be a bit late.
Oh, Mrs. Winslow, we are so glad you're still going. I'm sure they'll be thrilled to have you.
I'm okay with it now, Michelle. I have things in a better perspective than I have since Henry was alive. I feel that peace and joy that Sissy was talking about. Merry Christmas, Sissy. Enjoy your tree.
So that means you won't be pressing charges?
Of course not. This will be my little contribution to your Christmas.
Oh, well, that's just
That
fine.
is mighty fine of you, Miss Winslow. I always knew you were a woman of character.
Well, you're quite the character yourself, Jethro.
Sure is.
I don't reckon you're available tomorrow night for Christmas dinner.
Oh, Uncle Jethro, I'm sure Mrs. Winslow has plans.
Well, as a matter of fact, I am a bit at loose ends. My daughter has decided to go skiing for Christmas this year.
Oh, my. I ain't never heard of such a thing.
Well, that just settles it. You're coming here for Christmas dinner. Now, she'll be more than welcome, won't she, Michelle?
Of course, we would be delighted.
Well, I don't know.
Well, now, don't you worry about a thing about that food. Me and Olive will do all the cooking.
Oh, dear.
Hey, where did Pa and Hope go?
Well,
I heard them mumbling something about going down to that there dog park to find the old Tom.
Oh, but they don't know the way.
well, don't worry about Vern and Hope. Well, they're the best trackers we got back home. And they'll make it fine. They'll just find their way just fine.
Well, I'll go after them. It's a big city. They don't know the way. It's a little.
Lead it to that.
Hey, Michelle, where are my keys?
Oh, I'm not sure.
They wouldn't.